Matt Silver, 905. I'm running about 15 minutes late. I'm actually approaching your building now in Freeport, so running about 15 minutes late.
I was scheduled to meet Matt Silver, president of Ultimate Class Limousine, to help him with his business on June 4th at his office. This message was left for me on May 28th. He was a week early, a half hour late, and at the wrong location. Do you think he needs my help?
With you, I can come
Matt.
to your convenience.
Matthew.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.
Oh, you're always working, man. You're on that
Rob.
phone.
Thanks for coming down, bro.
How are you? Good to see you.
Great to see you too.
So this is the famous Ultimate Class Limousine.
This is the
the
heart
best
of it.
limousine company on Long Island.
I try to be.
So what do we have here? What kind of limo is this
This
here?
is a 8-passenger stretch limo.
Okay, what about over here?
We got hybrids.
Yeah.
We have SUVs, and then I have vans, high top luxury style, regular vans. And then of course back here we have our stretch limos, 6, 8, 10 passengers, and SUV infinity stretch that holds 16 people. And then outside I got my party bus. Right now you just see 2 sedans here. I do own 12, so there are a lot of them out there working. The stretches will be out there this afternoon and tonight. We have some weddings today, so they'll be out there working.
Let me tell you, you've got quite a fleet here, but I'm sure it presents tons of challenge. You got people being picked up, you got people at the airport, you got planes running late. How do you manage all that during your day?
Well, I have great people that work for me. I have an excellent operations manager. I got great dispatchers and reservationists.
Sure.
And they make it happen.
So when it comes specifically to your personal organization and stress level, where is your biggest challenge in getting your day organized to get the things done that you need to get done to make the organization run better? Where are some of those challenges?
It's really time. There's just not enough time. You know, you have a list of things you want to get done every day, and then
okay, so wait a minute. You have a list.
Well, a mental
is it a
list.
mental list? Do you
Mental
actually
list.
put down the list to say I've got these 5 things
Right.
to do during the day? How are you keeping track of all those items right now?
I'm just doing whatever I can. I came in early today and I got some things knocked off before it got busy. But a lot of times I can't focus on what I need to get done because
Right.
I'm putting fires out. Things happen. Things beyond my control, a flat tire.
So you have
car
interruptions
overheats.
during your day like every other business person.
Absolutely.
But there are certain things that you need to get done in your business regardless of those interruptions. Do you use an agenda? Do you use Outlook? What mechanism do you use to make sure that your appointments and the things that you need to do personally actually get done?
I really don't have a specific computerized system to do that.
Do you at least have like an agenda book or something where you put appointments and write them
I
down?
have an appointment book
Do you
that I
actually use it?
handwrite. Yes, I do use that. And then I have a BlackBerry, but unfortunately I don't use the BlackBerry for my appointments.
You don't use the BlackBerry for appointments. Has that ever caused a problem in you personally being late for something or missing something that you needed to get done?
Personally, I'm late for things because my business sometimes takes a precedence and I may not be there where I'm supposed to be, but I try real hard.
Matt, I have an idea. I'd like to invite Donna Jaroslawski down. She's a professional organizer, and maybe together we can figure out how to get rid of some of that underlying stress and really find the root of this disorganization or stress problem that you're having, because I think it'll help dramatically in running your business and your home life.
I'm all for it because I can use the help and I look to you for advice.
Great, let's go talk to her. So Donna, from your perspective as a professional organizer, you must hear this all the time, people with time management. Are there some simple things that we can probably offer Matt to help him with some of the time management issues that he's having?
It seems that you're involved in so many things. You wear many hats in the office, so I think that you're doing the work of 3 or 4 people.
At least.
Doesn't this sound familiar from every small business owner or entrepreneur that they're wearing multiple hats? Is that something, you know, that you're not willing to do, cut out anything in your life?
No, I'm willing to listen to advice and heed it.
Great, because I often tell people nothing changes if nothing changes.
I have that bumper sticker.
On one of the limos, huh? But I think what's most important is that you focus on what you like to do. When you do things you like to do, you don't feel as stressed.
Like, for example, Matt, I know because I've used your service in the past, sometimes I'll have called and I want to talk to the dispatcher and you're picking up the phone.
I don't like to hear the phone ring more than 2 or 3 times. I like to pick up the phone. I always put myself in the place as the customer, and if I'm calling a limousine service, I don't want to hear a phone ringing 5 or 6 times. I want someone picking up that phone to assist me. So I do jump on the phone.
I completely appreciate the thought of, you know, the business owner jumping right in, But part of that challenge is if you spend all that time doing that, and if you do that 20 times a day, there could be 25 other things you could be doing that could be a lot more important for the health and growth of your business. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing for you to pitch in and help necessarily, but some of those things that you're currently doing now might need to get delegated to other people. Does delegation play a big part in time management and stress management?
Absolutely. Well, 45 people here, so I think one of the other 45 people might be able to jump on the phone.
Are you a good delegator?
I try as much as I can.
You try.
I try.
Are you trying hard enough?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
That's something, an area I need to work on.
Obviously, there's simplification, there's better delegation, but also getting out of your own way.
Yeah.
Where you've got certain skills.
My skills are sales.
Well, you're certainly the best advocate for the business as you're the business owner, but putting that tremendous amount of pressure and stress on yourself to be one of the only breadwinners for a 45-person, multi-million-dollar operation is just got to be insurmountable amount of pressure.
How is it you manage your day? How is it you know where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, what you're doing today, tomorrow?
I have my appointment book. I write everything down, and I try to follow what's in there.
That logically sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Now what do? Just go get lost. Someone could steal it. You could leave it in one of the cars. You could leave it on a bus. You could leave it on a train. Now what?
I don't have a backup.
Oh, and I see he's got a BlackBerry here. What do you actually use this for?
Emails and telephone and other things.
What other things?
Oh, if someone sends me an email with an appointment, it goes in my, it goes in here and it'll remind me of the appointment.
Okay. I'm still kind of confused. I know we talked about his agenda and everything, but he's already using some of the technology. You use it for emails and everything else. How big is the leap? Why can't he make this little connection here and put all this in here somehow to actually use it?
Rob, it's really all about what works in your own style.
No, I can't get my head out of it. If I had this and it was lost, I think I would cry. I mean, do you have like an attachment to this? Do you like love this? Is it like a little security blankie? Why do you have it and not use this?
I'm just very comfortable using this. And I'm in a meeting and people are talking about, well, when is our next meeting? I can just go flip 2 pages and then
there I am. I'm at that spot already. I
there.
actually did it faster than you did.
No, I can do it faster in here, and I can look up the calendar, and it's just...
Someday, Rob, someday.
It's just I'm real curious about how people are wired, and he's obviously got
exactly.
this. You've got this in your brain, and you're saying that no matter what, don't try to force him to make a change, is really your point.
Yeah, he's got to be congruent with his style, and eventually he'll little by little make a change to something different.
What do you like to do the best during your day?
I think I can challenge myself with trying to get appointments with some of the high-end firms and some of the bigger firms on Long Island and really increase my business that way and go one-on-one meetings.
But he's got to agenda that. He's got to put that in his agenda to say, I'm going to spend 2 hours a day making these calls. I'm going to do it, and they're put in here and not pull it out and someone say, well, I can do that later and pencil in somebody for an appointment. Do you have goals during the week, Matt? Do you have things so when you wake up Monday morning and say, okay, it's another wonderful day at Ultimate Class. What the heck am I going to do when I walk in?
Every week I have goals. I don't do it on a daily basis, normally on a weekly basis. And I try to establish the goals each Monday or Sunday, and then those goals get done. I'm making my business. If I have to stay here till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I do that, and I get the goals done.
You see, it's interesting. I knew Donna was going to pick up on that. Well, that is very industrious of you, and it's awesome, and you got to work hard. You got to work a lot of hours. The goal is not to work a lot of hours. The goal is to somehow get this all done and have a life outside of Ultimate Class Limousine.
If somebody calls and they're a good customer, even if they're not a good customer, if their customer calls, they need a car right away. If I don't have a chauffeur to do that, I'm gonna jump in a car and I'm gonna go do that because it's customer service.
Maybe that person who made that call didn't have to be you. That's all we're suggesting. Not that call shouldn't have gotten made. It should have got made. That's good customer service, and you went above and beyond. But if you could knight somebody in your organization to have the authority and forethought and hire the right person to do that, you wouldn't be doing that. You'd be selling another deal. Yeah, you saved that one, but you could have sold 2 more doing something else.
Some things Matt can do to make his life less stressful and his job more enjoyable would be to simplify. If he simplified his day and focused on the things he's naturally good at, he will be much more efficient and productive.
There were quite a few things that both Rob and Donna suggested to me, and some practices that I think I'm going to start to put into place over the next 30 days. And I think that'll help me to relieve the stress and make me a better person.
Reducing stress and keeping organized are some key factors in success of an entrepreneurial venture. Matt has a great operation. He's just organizationally challenged. He lives in 2 different worlds. He's got his BlackBerry and he's got his paper product. Which one is he going to choose? I think if Matt takes the time, energy, and effort to get more organized in his life and use the advice that we gave him, his business will be more successful. This is Basso on Business.